Transfer news live updates. Follow all the latest from across the globe. Tuesday, June 26. Hazard to Real MadridCess Fabregas reckons Eden Hazard can be the best in the world, and he can achieve that goal at Chelsea. Hazard is wanted at Real Madrid, but Fabregas hopes the playmaker stays put this summer. Eden Hazard has the qualities to be the best, especially now Cristiano, Ronaldo, and Leo Messi are getting older. The Spaniard wrote in the Telegraph, "He can also be a club legend for Chelsea if he stays. All I say to him is it's up to him how far he wants to get, because he has all the attributes and he is still at the age where he can be the best with the likes of Neymar and maybe Kylian Mbappe. Talent-wise he is up there, I have no doubt about it. He's strong, he's quick, he can dribble, but I think Eden can score more goals than what he thinks he can. I believe in him more than he does." Getty Chelsea gem Eden Hazard is wanted at Real Madrid. Real Madrid defender Achraf Hakimi admits he is ready to discuss his future with Julen Lopetegui. Hakimi, 19, played for Morocco at the World Cup this summer, but following his country's exit is now free to focus on his club career. And the right-back says he may leave the Bernabeu. "I have to go back to Madrid and have a chat with them," he said. "I want to stay, they're the club of my life and I'm happy, but let's see what happens. I'll talk to the coach and see what's best for me." Asensio to Liverpool. Liverpool are continuing their pursuit of Real Madrid ace Marco Asensio and are ready to make a £158 million bid, according to reports in Spain. Jurgen Klopp is said to be a huge fan of Asensio and sees him as a replacement for Philippe Coutinho. Klopp tried and failed to complete a deal for Nabil Fekir before the start of the World Cup, and he has now been linked with Real Madrid. And Liverpool are said to be continuing their pursuit of Asensio, according to regional television station Telemadrid, and picked up by national title as. Asensio was even asked about the links to Liverpool after Spain's final Group B match in Russia, but he answered it bluntly and insisted his focus was on the international side. Liverpool: "When the World Cup is over, we'll talk about that sort of thing. Now I'm focused on selection," he told reporters. Getty Real Madrid may sell Marco Asensio this summer. Henrik Larsson admits leaving Manchester United so soon is the only regret of his career. Larsson joined Manchester United on loan for 2.5 months during 2007. He scored 3 goals during his stay, and the 35-year-old quickly became a hit with the fans. But he had promised he would return to Sweden with Helsingborg and refused to go back on his word, with his family waiting for him to return. However, 11 years on, he admits he wishes he'd stayed on longer. "That's the only regret in my career that I didn't stay on," he told ITV Sports World Cup podcast. "Not for the money, just by belonging to that great club. Manchester United was fantastic, the way they took care of me and the family. At the time the family lived in Sweden, they traveled back and forth. I remember I had to go to a christening of my brother's eldest son. They arranged a fantastic trip for me to be able to go there, so it was a great club to be a part of, even though it was a short time. As I said, it was the only regret, but I promised my son and my wife, and my daughter was so young, so she didn't really care that we should go home after Barcelona, and we did for a short spell, and then this came up and I couldn't say no because I knew it was a fantastic experience for me to go there and play among the players." Getty transfer news. Henrik Larsson regrets leaving Manchester United. Real Madrid star Marco Asensio says he won't consider interest from Liverpool until after the World Cup. Reports in Spain claimed Liverpool were preparing a stunning £158 million deal for the 22-year-old, but when pressed about the interest at a press conference, Asensio insisted he wanted to keep his focus on the World Cup. Liverpool: "When the World Cup is over, we'll talk about that sort of thing. Now I'm focused on selection," he told reporters. Fellaini reveals decision. Marouane Fellaini says he has signed a contract with his next club and will announce his move on July 1st. Fellaini's Manchester United contract expires at the end of the month. Fellaini is currently with the Belgium team and has promised to give his all despite the ongoing speculation regarding his future. Now, speaking ahead of the England game on Thursday, he has revealed he's made his decision. "I know where I'm going to play next year and that does not affect my performance at World Cup," Fellaini said on Tuesday. "The contract has been signed and I'm going to announce it within a few days." Nainggolan joins Inter. Nainggolan has joined Inter Milan from Roma. The Belgium midfielder, surprisingly left out of Roberto Martinez's World Cup squad, has moved clubs. The 30-year-old has signed a deal until 2022 after 4 years in Rome. The conditions have been met for a deal for Raja Nainggolan, Inter's sporting director Piero Wasilio told the club's website. "He is a top player. Everything will be made official tomorrow, Tuesday, and then we will say something more." The 30-year-old will be reunited with manager Luciano Spalletti as Inter look to push on from last season's fourth-placed finish, which saw them qualify for the Champions League for the first time in 6 seasons. Twitter: Manchester United have signed Phil Neville's son Harvey. The 16-year-old returns to Manchester United, having started out there before a spell with rivals Manchester City. He moved to Valencia with Phil when he was coach under brother Gary. He stayed on at the La Liga side when both senior Nevilles departed but returns as a United player, confirming the move on his Instagram. "I am proud and excited to have signed for the club I have supported my whole life," he wrote alongside a picture with him signing the contract. England women's manager Neville also posted a picture of him with a number 7 shirt captioned, "Proud of you, Harvey Neville. Go follow your dreams," Gary Neville said. "Congratulations Harvey Neville, you've practiced so hard to get where you are. Keep going." Socrates deal not done yet. Arsenal's move for Socrates Papastathopoulos is not complete, according to Borussia Dortmund chief Michael Zorc. Socrates is expected to become an Arsenal player in the coming weeks, with some suggestions a deal was already agreed. However, Zorc insists it hasn't been signed off yet. Speaking to Riviere Sport, he said, "He is likely to go there but things are not finalized yet. I will not give you anything more for the rumor mill." There have apparently been 27 new Dortmund players since the end of May. Martial the test. Manchester United are playing hardball over Anthony Martial. Tottenham have made contact with Manchester United as they look to do a deal for the France forward. But United, who want to keep the 22-year-old, have priced him out of a move, according to The Sun. Tottenham have made Martial one of their top targets for the summer after Mauricio Pochettino told the club to be bold in the transfer market. Pochettino signed a new bumper contract this summer under the impression the club would spend big. He has been promised funds to bolster his squad ahead of their first season in the new stadium. And Martial has been identified as a player that would upgrade his current options out wide. But United want to keep the former Monaco man, believing he has big potential despite his struggles to earn Jose Mourinho's trust. Martial's agent revealed he wanted to leave earlier in the summer but he faces a battle to get his wish. Eden Hazard's father offered him to Real Madrid earlier this summer. According to Marketeer, Hazard spoke to the European champions days before the Champions League. He is said to have tried to engineer a move for his son, whose talks with Chelsea are on hold. Hazard appears keen to move on following Chelsea's 5th-place finish, which sees them miss out on the Champions League next season. Hazard recently admitted his future was uncertain while the managerial chaos at Chelsea continued. "Real Madrid could interest me, everyone knows it. If they want me they know what they have to do," were his words to L'Équipe. "If I have a good World Cup, things will be easier, but going to Madrid for the sake of it, no, saying I'm off would be too easy. That's why first I want to see what happens to Chelsea next season." Kovacic battle. Manchester United have made a move for Mateo Kovacic, according to the Daily Mail. The Real Madrid star admitted he was considering his future last week after struggling for games under Zinedine Zidane. Kovacic told Marca, "I would like to play more at Real Madrid because I love football and I love being on the pitch. I know that it's difficult to be a starter at Real Madrid, especially when I arrived at a really young age. I understand the situation, but because of that I believe the best thing for me would be to go to another club where I'd have the opportunity to play regularly as a starter. I think I can have this opportunity and it's one I want right now, but Real Madrid are not ready to sell until they sort their plans for the new season out." New manager Julen Lopetegui is still planning his squad and is set to hold talks with a number of players including Gareth Bale about their futures. Getty transfer news: Paul Pogba could be on his way to PS. Reuters transfer news: Mateo Kovacic is on Manchester United's radar. Robert Lewandowski has offered Chelsea hope of a summer switch this summer after reiterating his desire to play in a new league. The Polish striker, who has endured a disappointing World Cup with his nation eliminated without a point from either of their first two group games, could leave Bayern Munich this summer. And the 29-year-old has been linked to Stamford Bridge with new Chelsea boss Maurizio Sarri, thought to have made the Bundesliga frontman one of his targets. "I've already said that I don't want to play in the same league forever, that's for sure. But I don't know my future right now," the Poland international said. "The market. For now I'm not thinking about it, but I'm 29 and I know I can still play for many more years if I don't hurt myself." New Liverpool number 8 Naby Keita is set to wear the number 8 shirt at Anfield next season. Keita arrived on Merseyside to kick off his Liverpool career this weekend. His signing was agreed last summer when Jurgen Klopp wanted to bring him to Anfield, but the German was forced to wait a season before being able to add him to his squad. But now Keita is ready to get going and will kick off pre-season with the squad in the coming weeks. And the Liverpool Echo report that he will wear the number 8 shirt. No one has occupied the shirt since Steven Gerrard left in 2015, Pogba swap deal. PSG have offered Manchester United Marco Verratti plus cash for Paul Pogba, according to The Sun. Verratti has been linked with United before as Jose Mourinho looks to bolster his side this summer. United have already signed Fred for £52 million this summer and are keen on another new face in the middle of the park. And Pogba's future at United is unclear after a difficult second season. He admitted he had small issues with Jose Mourinho this week. "It was a better season than the previous one," Pogba said. "It was an experience. There were some small issues with Mourinho, but they were nothing in the end. Being a substitute, that sort of thing, it helps you to grow. I have to accept it, and now PSG could be ready to offer him an escape." Daniele Rugani is set to become Chelsea's first signing under Maurizio Sarri. Express Sport revealed Chelsea have finally agreed a compensation deal with Napoli for Sarri, and should appoint him within 48 hours. And Juventus defender Rugani is top of his hit list. Chelsea have stalled on deals so far this summer with the uncertainty with the manager slowing things down. But things are finally moving and Sarri will be in place this week to start work on the squad. Torreira claim Arsenal have signed Lucas Torreira, according to a European agent. The move for Torreira has been dragging on due to the World Cup as Unai Emery overhauls his squad. And the Gunners have also been linked with Celta Vigo man Stanislav Lobotka. However, his agent Bronislav Jasoric rubbished those reports, while simultaneously confirming that Torreira will be an Arsenal player next term. Arsenal have bought Torreira to play 6, so I do not think it's going to happen, he told La Voz de Galicia. "We only had a few words about feelings about the club, about what we think about Stanko's future, but nothing in particular."